Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan, and yes, I have my lighting and I have my fan. How you doing in YouTube land? I never get tired of saying that, I truly do not. So I wanted to take a few moments to do this massive thank you with regards to the Moon, Serpent, and Bone night markets. So, as some of you may know, the very last Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market was on Friday, December 12th, 2025, which was approximately 2.5 weeks ago at this point. And I had already made my peace with that. It took me a while because I love working with Amy. I loved working with Amy very much. She spoiled me. And I do not mind telling you that I look forward to having such an amazing experience again with another individual or another company. But it is not something that I have always experienced. So I have made it crystal clear to the universe that I am definitely open to having that kind of an experience once again. And there have been glimmers of that already showing up. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, what I also found very challenging is that the Moon, Serpent, and Bone Shop and Cafe closed. In fact, they weren't even open a full 6 months. Well, a little more than 6 months, but not even like a full year. And their last day was Sunday, December 21st, 2025, which was literally 8 days ago. And what I was going to do, and what the spirits guided and led me to do, was to offer readings in the store, as well as virtually while in the store, while in the shop and cafe rather, around the seasonal changes. So March, June, September, and December. But that didn't even get a chance to get off the ground. So that I've been taking a little harder because I really was looking forward to continuing to work with Amy and continuing to spend time in Beacon and having this available supply of coffee at the ready in the shop and cafe. So all of that, I was just like, oh man. But I am forever thankful to Amy, and I can only hope that the gods give me the opportunity to work with her in the future. But for now, I absolutely want to thank not only Amy for her generosity, for her hard work, for her professionalism, for her magic, for her juju, but I also want to thank everybody who was a fellow reader or a vendor at a Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market, including a full moon magical a Moon, Serpent, and Bone full moon magical market. I also want to thank all of the staff and all of the volunteers at every venue for their professionalism, for their helpfulness, for their good juju, for their great energy, for their kindness, and for all of the wonderful things that they did to make everybody feel safe and welcome and comfortable and honored. And of course, I want to thank everybody who worked with Amy, who welcomed Amy, who welcomed the Moon, Serpent, and Bone night markets or the full moon magical markets. I want to thank the staff and volunteers of all of the venues, which have been many over the 7 years. And of course, I want to thank everybody who either had a reading with me in person or virtually during a Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market, as well as everybody who either had an in-person or a virtual goddess energy healing session at a Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market or a full moon magical market. And I do not mind telling you that I am very, very thankful and very, very honored to have been a part of the Moon, Serpent, and Bone night markets. And to everybody who not only avail themselves of my psychic services at a full moon magical market, but outside of a full moon magical market as well. One of them is actually having a reading with me on Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. This will be her second private reading with me outside of a Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market, and I am so honored and so excited. And I am especially honored because in her most recent email to me, she wrote that I'm one of her favorite readers, which I that just made a good day so much better for me. So thank you to, and of course, thank you to everybody who spread the word about the Moon, Serpent, and Bone markets online and off. Thank you especially for that as well. I look forward to new doors opening up for yours truly in 2026 and beyond. I look forward to continuing to offer my psychic services at public venues. And for those of you who did not avail yourself of a discounted rate during a Moon, Serpent, and Bone night market, my only advice to you is to ask the universe to send you more money so that you can avail yourselves of my psychic services, whether it's an intuitive card reading or a goddess energy healing session or a magical spell casting session, and provide you with everything else you need to avail yourselves of those services. The time, the money, the energy, the childcare, the transportation, the whatever, the however, the any ever. And of course, for those of you who want more information about my psychic services, my goddess energy healing treatment sessions, and my magical spellcasting services, you can absolutely contact me directly via my email address, which is thetarotman@bluetiehome.com. And my email address will appear on the screen like, say it with me everybody, magic. I love doing that. I absolutely love doing that. So once again, thank you to everybody who made the Moon, Serpent, and Bone night markets so amazing, so beautiful, so exciting, so fulfilling, so everything. And of course, to all of you in YouTube land, thank you for all the likes, all the comments, all the shares, and all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel. And an extra big and beautiful and bountiful and beauteous thank you to those of you who have already scheduled your sessions with me for the last 2 days of 2025, for January 2026 and beyond. And as always, stay in tune with your intuition, stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, and stay tuned for the next video.